What's up? What's up, guys? Today is Tuesday, I think, sometime in January, and we are going to be talking about a strategy for marketing your service business. And this is just going to be a single strategy today. Now, over the next few weeks, I'm going to be focusing on a strategy. Every time I go live, it's a single one that can help you guys take advantage of platforms like Facebook and Instagram and other social channels to give your business a boost, to bring in more leads and to bring in more sales. For those of you who do not know me, if this is your first time here, my name is Armando, and this channel is really all about strategies for helping small business owners generate more leads and generate more sales using social. I'm a consultant and I've been an ad strategist, and I have spent the last 15 years in business development and marketing for large corporate 500 companies, generating millions of dollars worth of sales and revenue. And my strategies have been used across, several different industries. And I've worked with small and medium-sized businesses. You get the idea. I know a thing or two about ads. I know a thing or two about online stuff, and I want to share this knowledge with you guys. So today's strategy that I'm going to be covering is retargeting, specifically for small business owners, service-based businesses. This is a strategy that is very, very, very underutilized. Almost no small business that I encounter that reaches out to me and needs my consulting services or my help setting up ads really does any of this stuff. They're sitting on a gold mine of customers, past clients, people who are like their best pick of the litter when it comes to acquisition, and they do absolutely nothing with it. So that's what we're going to be focusing on today. So what is retargeting? Number one. So retargeting is when you are able to get in front of people who have already interacted with your service, with your product, with your brand. So the way it really works, and I'm going to switch on over to this screen here, is I've got this little drawing here. And this section here that you're looking at right here with the, I'm going to do red here. This is your advertising. This is your, let's say, Facebook ad or Instagram ad or whatever. Typically, what a lot of businesses do is they go out to cold traffic. What that means is that they want to get their message, their brand, in front of more people who have no idea, no clue on who they are. This is possibly some of the most expensive ways of generating leads, because people don't really know who you are. So you're going to pay more for an acquisition of a lead and of a customer. Now, this circle here, this square here, represents people who have already engaged with your brand. This could be your previous customers. Maybe you're in the power washing space, and these are people who have bought power washing services from you before. You have their name, their number, their email address. For companies who are like, let's say, moving companies, this could be people who have moved in the past year, 2 years, 3 years. Maybe people who moved from an apartment to an apartment, or people who moved to a new home, whatever. But you have a database. As a small business, you have your database of people who have moved or who have bought your services, and you're sitting on that, on that database doing nothing with it. This is where retargeting comes, into play. We want to re-engage and target these people so that they can come back and buy more of our stuff. Now, fortunately for us, and fortunately for you as a small business, service-based business, this is fairly simple. It's fairly simple to do with the ads platform that is Facebook. Okay, so I'm going to show you how this is done. I'm going to show you how this is done here real quick. So we're going to be focusing on this portion of it. So for those of you who are small business owners and you have a list of customers, you want to gather that list. And not all the audiences that we're going to be creating for this strategy are equal per se, okay? We are going to have some people who we want to retarget that are going to be our ideal customers. Basically, they have bought stuff from you before. So if somebody has bought something from you before, then that means that they are probably more than likely are going to buy or have the capability to buy stuff from you in the future or other things you sell. The other type of retargeting group that you can create with this is people who haven't bought stuff from you before but have heavily engaged with your brand. I'll give you an idea of that, or an example, I should say. I look out the window because I recently bought this basket for my pool. It's like a skimmer that spins in a circle and sucks 30% more leaves into the basket. And the way I bought it was because I saw a short video on Facebook, and I must have seen this video at least 5 or 6 times before my brain said, oh, I'm kind of interested in something like that. And then I clicked on over to the ad. I went to their website. I looked at more videos, and then I must have seen it again another 2 or 3 times before I then Googled it, found it on the internet, saw more videos, then checked them out on YouTube, and then finally came back to another ad where I bought this thing. It's a fairly inexpensive thing, $35. All the time, these people are retargeting me. They're like in my face all this time, right? Not in an obnoxious way, but in a very sort of reminder kind of way that we're here. And that's what retargeting is. And like I mentioned, for a lot of service-based businesses, this isn't even a thing that they do. They just get customers, they get clients, they sell them one thing, and then they're sitting on this gold mine. So how you do retargeting is you gather that list and you want to sort of break it up into pieces. Number one, I recommend that you break it up into pieces of people who have already bought some of your most expensive stuff. They could possibly buy other things, okay? Break it down into pieces of people who are most likely to buy your stuff based on whether they engage with your videos or your Facebook page or your website, whatever. And I'm going to walk on over here to Facebook and show you how this is done. So before you can create any sort of advertising, which is right here, we're going to place it in front of only the people who we know already have interacted with us. And then we're going to take those people to a page where they can follow the next step, whether that is generate a lead or purchase more stuff from you. So inside of the Facebook Ads Manager, which is where we're at here, the very first thing that you need to do is head on over to Business Tools. And if you don't know how to get to Business Tools, it's these this like cluster of dots on the far left hand corner. You click it, and that gives you pretty much all the business tools that you need from Facebook. What you want to do is choose audiences. This is going to take you to a place where you're able to create a bunch of audiences from Facebook. And again, it's very surprising to me how many small businesses don't really utilize some of these features here. This is some of the most powerful stuff that you can do to generate leads and to generate new business at an affordable price. So once you're here, if you've never created anything, this is going to be blank. Me, I've got a ridiculous amount of audiences in here, but for most local businesses, it's going to be blank. What you want to do is click on Create Audiences and then create Custom Audiences, okay? Once you choose Custom Audiences, you're going to have a pop-up box that shows up, and you'll have some options to pick from in here. What you want to do is create a customer list. So you'll click Customer List, and then you choose Next. There's one thing that I want you to note, though. You can only do this if you're advertising on Facebook and you have a business manager account. You can't do this from like a personal account. So if you don't have a business manager account, you're going to get a little message here that says, hey, you got to go set up a business manager account, man. Just click it, follow the guidelines and the rules, set it up and do your thing, because you should be using Business Manager anyways to manage all your stuff. So it's going to walk you through a list of things that it wants you to do. So number one, prepare your list, okay? You're going to download a template. This template, it can include the email, the phone number, the Facebook app user ID, first name, last name, city, state, everything. The more information you can provide Facebook on your customers that you already have, the better it's going to match this data. Now, download this template. It's going to be like in a CSV. If you don't have Microsoft Office, don't worry about it. You can use Google Sheets to do this as well. Just download it, and it's going to give you the template. Once you have this template selected, okay, you can pick pretty much the fields that you're going to add from your customers. And you're going to click on Next, and it's going to tell you what does your list include. What is the value associated with each customer? What's it worth? Now, you can leave this blank, or you can say, continue, without a customer value. With a value, it's just going to help your metrics a little bit better, understand kind of what your return on your investment is. If a customer is worth $1,000 to you, and you acquired 30 new customers through this method, then you'll know, if you spend $100, whether it was worth it or not. So you can pick that. For me, I'm going to say no, just for the sake of this demo. And then you upload your list in here. You upload the file that you need to upload from pretty much your list, your identifiers, your list in here. Okay. Once you do this, it'll map these identifiers. Basically, you have headers that'll say name, address, phone number, etc. And you upload it and you hit confirmation. Once you do this, once you confirm this step here, what you'll have is a custom audience in here somewhere. And it'll say, in progress until this custom audience pre-populates. And basically what happens, Facebook goes and checks all the names that you uploaded against its database and tells you if the names that they have match a user, the names, the emails, everything. And they're very good at doing this, and it'll return a list of people that matches. Once you do this, you are pretty much advertising to your warmest audiences, people who have already connected with you, people who have already seen your stuff, people who have bought your stuff, and this is the best possible scenario ever. So for me, I have people who have downloaded PDFs from me. I have people who have engaged in my page. I have people who have watched a certain amount of videos, and we do this for our clients as well. The very first thing is we create a list of custom audiences based on their past customers that they have. Now, once you have this and you choose to advertise on Facebook, you're going to go to the ads manager and you're going to start a new campaign. And basically the objective that you want for this is going to be reach. So I'm going to click on create campaign, and you're going to choose the reach objective. And the reason for choosing the reach objective specifically when you're doing retargeting is because you don't have to worry about setting demographics. You don't have to worry about setting country. You don't have to worry about setting any of those other things, because you're only going to be showing this. You're only going to be reaching the people who are on that custom list. Okay. The reach campaign also gives you something called like frequency. Basically, you can show your ad to people up to 3 times a week, 5 times a week, whatever, with your message to try to get them back on track to becoming a lead and to purchase your stuff. Now, this is by far one of the best campaigns that I like to run. It's one of the ones that generates the most revenue for people. It's also one that is very effective, gives you the lowest cost. Again, because you are advertising to a warm list, people who were either past customers or already know of your brand. So this is just one strategy that you can use as a service business moving forward if you want to generate more money, if you want to generate more leads. Now, if you might be at a stage in your business where you know that you need to be doing this, that you need to be using Facebook ads, and you're not already doing so, simply because you're just kind of lost, there is a workshop you can go check out. I'll link it in the description. It's a local lead mastery workshop. Walks you through a simple strategy, just one strategy that you can use using lead ads to generate more leads and customers for your small business. If you're at a stage in your business where you need to do this and you just want somebody to do it for you, I'll also leave a link below where you can reach out to me, and if you want help with your ads, I'll be more than happy to help you with that. Just click it and let me know. And I think that's going to be it. If nobody else, there's a few people on here, I think. But I don't think y'all have any questions. And so therefore I am going to, unless somebody has questions. Okay, I see a question come through. Which is the best type of retargeting to use for real estate? Okay, so for real estate agents, the best type of retargeting to use is obviously when somebody buys a house from you, they're not going to be buying a house every year. You will want them to, right? But they're typically not. So the lifetime value of a customer could be spread out within 5 or 6 years. It could be one time. People move maybe once or twice in their lifetime. I don't know what the data is, but if you want to use this in real estate, the best thing you can do is have a short video where you provide some sort of educational tip or value to people. Have them watch that and then create a custom list based off of people who watch that video and retarget them this way. Another way for agents is if you have a home buyer's guide or a seller's guide that you're giving away to somebody in exchange for their email address. You want to retarget those people who have given you their information over and over with your messaging, your branding, your calls to action. Okay, I'm going to go through a few that work best. Not that work best, but ideas that you can use to retarget people. You can always retarget people with offers, something that you're selling. You can always retarget people with an upsell. Let's say you're a power washing company and you do driveways, but you also do roofs and you also do sidings and you also do everything. And you have a list of customers who in the past year have done their driveways. Maybe you have 500, 600 people who have done their driveways with you. Well, those same people probably want to do the roofs, and it might be easier for you to sell a roof, soft wash or something like that if you're retargeting those same people. So I would retarget those people with a message about like soft washing the roof because it's that time of year or something like that. So that works really well for that as well. Pretty much in any type of local business, service-based, whatever, brick and mortar, you have a list of customers. You want to always be getting in front of those customers, even if it means just $1 a day strategy where you spend $1 a day on a video or $2 a day to get in front of them. You want to be able to stay top of mind with these people so that they recommend you and they can come into your sales process once again. So if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. After this stream is over, I think I'll have it available. I'll upload it to YouTube once it's done. And also, if you guys want to go ahead and check out the local lead mastery workshop, there's a link below if you want to do your own ads. And if not, you can always reach out to me with the link below as well so that you can get some help if you need some personal help with this. Okay, we'll see y'all on the next one.